Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
He's a sharp little ball here, and that could set him on his chance! Cruyff tries to pass it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Vitinha, and that's been intercepted. That is good alertness. Eric Garcia. Now it's Darwin. Now that looks a decent ball. Caught offside that time. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Through for him. Big header! Oh, it's come loose. Lahm. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now this could be a chance. Delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Pele, spread it left. Neymar takes a look up. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Luis Suarez. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Brighton applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific. Ah, he's given the finish! DiMarco. Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
DiMarco. DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. What a throw in. He's had it taken off him. Not the most accurate pass. Takes a shot! And one more try! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Lahm. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And this is Cruyff. And he's in on goal. Passing is crisp and sharp. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. DiMarco. And he's forced to go back. Vitinha is always scanning the pitch for targets. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's had it nicked away. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Coming on to replace him is...
He has a look up. Bullish header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Let's pull it. Luis Suarez. Oh, that is a terrific save. Cleared without complication. Now it's come to nothing. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So there was the first half.
Manchester United really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Shot, surely! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Eric Garcia. DiMarco. That has ended up in no man's land. Hazard. Hazard goes on a charge down the left. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Pele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are perfect. absolutely purring. Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
Already palpable.
Serbia against Manchester United.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. That is a superb rearguard action. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And Cruyff! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. And this is Hullet. Goes for a shot. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh no, what has happened here?
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Hullet. Neymar. Messi, very much a man of this moment. He can run onto that. That's good play. And it's Hullet. Well, that looks a decent... And the finish! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Hullet simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Messi goes short. Messi's cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pelé. Xabi Alonso cuts it out. That's a cute ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Long ball upfield. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet picks it up out wide. And it's made its way to him. Out to the left it goes. Can he get it through? He was under real pressure there. And this is Luis Suarez. That has been cut short. The other side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Vinicius Junior goes on a charge down the left. Approaching the half-hour mark. He's through here. Chance! Goal! Manchester United! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's in on goal. Luis Suarez! They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And yes, it's him again. Manchester United are now luxuriating in a foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. Manchester United really could have done without this. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Serbia get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Pelé, played out to the right. Fernando, and he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Maldini. Manchester United looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Hullet. Shapes to shoot! He has done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Hullet. Cruyff. Driving through the middle. And the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and
I'd
indeed
like
up
to draw
front.
your
If those
attention to the
players, I think,
screen
can carry
grab now
on
for information
where
on our
they left
shuttle
off
bus
after the
service.
break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Manchester United are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1. Here we go again. And nicely intercepted. Hullet. That has been slung wide. And it's been played through. He's having a shot! Oh, taken with style. And the second half is off to a flyer. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity...
Great chance! Sticks it away! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is. He gets big. And got to be quick to recover this. In he goes again. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
Costa Curta. And he's managed to get free. And this is Hullet. Looking to play him in. And this is Torres. Hullet did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cruyff. Now he's got space here. He has found the way through. It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the keeper beats it away. Oh, sweet feet. That's a throw.
Substitution for Serbia, number 9, Messi, number 20,
And he's been shifted off it.
number 18, Fernando
Nice
Torres.
control. Ronaldinho. Great ball, and he's in here.
Bale.
Oh, lovely
Number
feed. He is
15,
such a good mover.
Getchell. Number 21, Romario. Substitution
Into
in
the
progress.
channel. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. He's found the way through. Good read, needed to be. Seedorf.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Roberto Baggio. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Please turn your attention to the screen for information provided by the local police.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mateus, and here's Van Basten. Oh, that's a clever-looking chance! Harmlessly behind.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Vieira. Lam. He is starved of space and time. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Goes forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Cruyff. And here's Suarez. Van Basten. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's a goal kick. He's a sharp little ball here. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Now it's Luis Suarez. Out to the left it goes. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's nice. Corner then. Manchester United with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Cruyff goes short. And this is shot at goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. So it is still 0-0. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Look at... and the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
It's Pelé! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He has found the way through. And this is Neymar. That looks a good cross. Rijkaard. Quality ball. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass is just off target. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Manchester United have their second corner now. He rises! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Neymar with the short one. Cross needs to... Oh, what a climb!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Neymar. Driving forward. And the counter is on. And here's Platini. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Neymar. Fiore. Nice looking ball. That's beautifully weighted. And this is Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Van Basten. Ambitious ball here. Good ball over the top. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Oh, really cute, what a lovely series of passes. Knocks it out wide, played back in, and he shoots! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. Vieira! And that was very necessary. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Neymar. Caceres cuts out the pass. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Lam. And it's Lam. Tries to pass it through.
This is the time you need that pace.
Platini. There's no flag. Cruyff. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Manchester United really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have done another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Manchester United go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
Here we go again then. Probing pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cruyff. Pull it. That is good strength. Tries to play it through. Chance! It's hit the upright. Oh, he's been caught, and again! Yes! And they are cruising away. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, and that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, if you ever needed proof that Gareth Bale is a big match player, you only need to look back to that famous night in Kiev, Peter.
Oh, quite so. Brought on just after the hour, wasn't he? And within a couple of minutes, he put his team ahead spectacularly. And then he helped himself to another goal late on and put the game out of reach.
Yeah, I remember it well, Peter. I was there. I mean, the first goal was magnificent, but he got a huge slice of luck with the second. OK, he struck the ball well enough, but from that distance, you would expect the keeper to deal with it comfortably.
Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo. Spread out to the left. Lahm. That has not gone well. Pelé. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played in by Roberto, climbs up big! Neymar. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Maldini. That's an imaginative pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lahm hurtling down that right flank. Neymar. Thinks about the shot. Cruyff! He's got away with one there. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Cruyff goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Suarez. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Ronaldo. Neither side yet able to find the net. Gullit gets a foot in here. Now it's Pelé. Vieira. Ronaldo chasing after it, and it's Roberto Carlos. Threads one in, and this is Bale. Incoming delivery. Thuram with the clearance. Opts for safety. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lahm could try cutting inside here. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Tries to play it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. It's a good run down the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now the ball in. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Manchester United have their second corner now. Cleared away. And it's Maldini. Now it's Neymar. Lahm does well to get it back. Vieira. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Bale. Played down the flank. Pass somewhat off target. Maldini. That's really well manoeuvred. Neymar. And there's the end of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here
We
at
are glad to
half-time.
inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Suarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, super find. Neymar. Pull it. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And now the breakaway. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Real chance! It's their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Just about up to the hour now. And that is a little undercooked. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Neymar.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 17.
Yamal.
Neymar. Number 8.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 23.
And he's a decent chance! Oh, taken with style. First blood drawn. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Lam. Ronaldinho.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
And he's gone direct here. Up and it goes. They've got to be quick to recover this. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
He is through here. And they win it back again. That's tidy. That is good strength.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
That's really well manoeuvred. Roberto Carlos. Oh, there's the shot! And yes, it's there! Do not write them off. Back they come. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Arsenal really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, that is one way to stop him. It's a pretty loose pass. Chance here to counter, and it's Seedorf. Oh, that's a key interception. Yamal now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yamal.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Seedorf. Played out wide. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great vision. Cristiano Ronaldo. Collar. Oh, well played, well played. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Vieira. Ronaldinho. We are into stoppage time. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, it's a great ball. Big chance! The whistle has gone, and it is all over. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, that really did fly by. It's one of these games where everything progresses at 100 miles per hour, and at the end of it, this is what you can sometimes get. There may have been no winner, but still a tremendous watch.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both...